Genshin Impact, yeah, guys. Episode number 127, yeah, guys. So, yeah. Anyways, we're continuing chapter 3, yeah, guys. Again. Let's do this shit. Go to the Great Bazaar. That's what it says, yeah, guys. Down here. We're here, you guys. So we're here.
It's sorry I'm late, Taylor.
Oh, that's her.
Oh my God. It was taking me so long that I assumed you got past the plan. But you made it in the end. But it feels here. That means you got caught, right? Oh, that's cool. But everything worked out. She's on our side now. Not completely. Oh. And where are these two? Oh, Mika Traveler and Palmer, my teammates friend. They're visitors who just arrived at Chimera City, and I was getting information on what they're keeping on.
Yep.
Your followers from another land?
Yep.
That's wonderful. You two absolutely must have missed the Blackberry Festival. By the way, Junior Boss, we've already started decorating the town bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
Yep.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough more? Probably? That sounds fun. We've already finished renovating the stage. Come on, I'll show you.
Let's go to your state.
Wow! This place is amazing!
For real.
Not bad. The last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes. The stairs were messy. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. This figured there was a worried state. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never told anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Why didn't anyone come handle it?
Oh, probably because it was defeated often. The academia looks down on performance like that. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen yet. Not only would everyone involved in the theater go hungry, but then we wouldn't be able to hold the Blackberry Festival anymore. Things would change our time for Disney's right? But the more we did it, we hired someone to pack up the tree, and we also gave the stage a much-needed makeover. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it. And I can't wait to see it on the stage. You've been practicing so long already. It's almost time for your dreams to become reality. It's our dream. I'll do my best for the two of us.
Alright.
What did you think you doing at the festival?
Yeah, for real.
Dancing the dance with the fairies. The most important performance of the Blackberry Festival.
Alright.
Have you told them the origin of this holiday? I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far. Okay. And I'll tell you too about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Blackberry Festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Richard of Arthur's birthdays, the French dealer a terrible poison. Some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing, so the Goddess of Flowers began to dance. As she danced upon the grass, countless beautiful tiny flowers began to bloom wherever she touched. Those brilliant purple flowers became a dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, it's only time to stop at this very moment."
Sounds like they had a great time.
Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Alpine War. But Chimera's gods also had happy times. Although they aren't around anymore, But the Genshin tradition is clear. The reception is a purely based on how the goddess of flowers set.
Wow.
Even with this tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that this girl feels loved on a special day. You of all people will definitely be able to convey a legacy to the end of our time. I also noticed that you would be extra mile and shattering 20 stars in the street.
Wow. It looks beautiful though.
They symbolize the power of the flowers, after all. It's just a shame that all the real party flowers are extinct after so much. Yeah. The greater Lord brought forth party flowers in memory of the goddess of flowers. But the ultimate is to never truly replicate that beautiful purple. Thinking about the goddess of flowers begins to receive a second experience. If my feet have anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had this beautiful party flowers on the stage. So, traveler in timeline, what do you think? Interested in the Fab Berries Festival? Will you be coming? All of us who work with early followers will be there for the first day. It'll be a good opportunity for you to learn more about it. Ooh, gosh, it's such a good idea!
You sure it's not because you want in on the fun?
Oh, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying the festival. Besides, it's my favorite Superman's birthday. I'll be happy to have more people who are celebrating it. So how about we all attend the Silk Berries Festival together? Please, guys.
Right.
I'm sure you would please step on something to not so far. Traveler in timeline, if this is a conversation for you, then feel free to explore the area.
Yeah.
Everyone
Sound like a plan.
love blessed Lord Kusanagi, and we're all looking forward to the Fab Berries Festival.
Wow.
Lovely! Look at those around!
Walk around. This festival looks nice though. How's her?
Dancing at the very special. You know, I also danced when I was younger.
Wow.
As a child, I even asked my grandmother when we performed the dance for the lesser lord, when it was originally done to honor the greater lord. My grandmother said the greater lord Wickedabah is a very humble deity and honored by all. And lesser lord Kusanagi is free. If the goddess of flowers ever knew lesser Lord Kusanagi, then she would certainly have wished to be her friend and hold celebrations for her too. This very festival has been losing its appeal over the years. That is, until wealthy benefactors stepped in this year and brought the festival back to life.
Yeah.
I heard she forked out a lot more to make it all happen.
A lot. Next is this dude.
Things are really shaking up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by this year and buy things during the festivities. Don't be fooled into thinking that Smetter City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here in the Grand Bazaar. As when it comes to musicians, dancers, and singers, the Grand Bazaar's got the best of the best. Sure, those folks at the academia might not like it, but what's a festival without song and dance?
Bro. I still think this is a cool ass place, but if you ask me. That's the exit. I haven't really gone that far in the daily commission award thing, but the reason why I don't really do them anymore because whatever, bro. Because to me, they don't have anything to do with the story at all. That's why.
Wow! Look what they over there. And where did Clover from? Andy, did you know that the very festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun things to do at the festival. The best part is when Sarah, the kind of flowers, I will go to everyone.
Really? That's a lot. Let's talk to Dio.
Huh.
Dea.
St. Anthony's Day to the festival taking it easy, that's for sure. I bet this year's festival will be one to remember. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume-pulled lanterns is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrances are longer lasting and it's gentler on your skin. I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Oh shit. Got a little sidetracked, huh, Deo? Or Dio?
But there's also something different about you from when we first met. I wanted out a little extra pizzazz to my gift for the festival. See? Wow. Did you sew all that yourself? Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know that Mr. Zubair not only can make costumes, but props too? Did you? I've noticed that you can't figure out off this challenge. Would you like to try it on? May I? Of course. The legend says that the goddess of flowers has beautiful horns on their head, so this crown is made to reflect that. Oh, beautiful! You look absolutely stunning with it on. It's like I'm looking at the goddess of flowers herself.
Wow. That's it.
Hey! Is that who we're thinking?
Oh, Catherine.
Catherine!
That's the first time I've seen her outside of her usual booth thing. So yeah. Yeah, like usually when we see Catherine, well, all the times we see Catherine up to this point, we always see her in her behind the counter in her Adventure Guild booth. But now it's pretty crazy seeing her outside of her booth, outside of her booth for the first time.
Oh, hey! Come on! Oh, her freaking! Oh, this Catherine sure sounds a lot more fun than usual. I was still waiting for her to say, oh, extra artifact. Sure. Staying behind the counter at the Adventure Guild doesn't require any complicated function. But sitting and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same fun movies day after day.
Yeah. So basically, saying the same thing over and over again could get pretty boring and sometimes repetitive. So yeah. Like saying Absol or however you say it. Like he says that every single time he's behind that counter. So yeah. It gets repetitive. So yeah.
But take Lucy, for example. She traveled across the galaxy and lived her life and gained new experiences. Well, we enjoy traveling across the gap and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother. Yes, we need to keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way. Ah!
Wow.
I heard someone say something pretty similar recently. Anyway, what makes you out here, Catherine?
Are you also a fan of the festival?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. The festivals bring happiness to everyone, And that's where their true value lies.
Alright.
Oh. It looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now. Alright, we'll see you next time at the adventure field. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us to Airhead. We've already made some good friends in Chimera City thanks to you.
I'm sure you two will get along well with people here. You've already been blessed by the elements of Gendo after all.
See you around.
Alright.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Yeah.
Hey, traveler. Time out.
Oh, Sophia, what's going on?
I've got something to tell you. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Tsukunari, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might help.
Right.
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I need to take you to somewhere and ask someone some questions.
What about do your thought?
My lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. We found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet in front of the Citadel of Red Dog.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Red Dog and wait for Sheila.
Alright, let's go. Damn. Luckily it's nearby for us to let's do this shit.
I'm sorry I'm late. Took some convincing to the master and mistress to believe that Miss Junior's dog was only sitting in the fort for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess that's busy thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Junior's dog that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when you first met Sheila. So what about this such a soft spot with Sheila dog?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Sheila's classy.
Yeah, that's a
You two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Junior's dog very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord.
alright. Go in. So, yeah.
Oh, hey, Chief.
You look like you don't.
Did ya? What are you doing here? Well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know each other already?
We were just going after the adventurers club headed up to Oshkosh for more info.
No kidding. So, where's Luke? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the steps. Anything you can tell?
Took Sean's gone over to the academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Chimera Physics to give bolstering its defenses. So people from all over have been called back to the city.
Wow.
Since you've already mentioned the death, I suppose might as well tell them what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Beth? Sorry, what are you guys talking about?
Just recently, the academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Denver Archon. This case might just somehow help you in meeting her.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Yes, me. Case is more about the academia than anything else.
Wow.
And you know, the academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out. The convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very serious. Not only did he dispatch the Maka, but also enlisted our help in the search for Lee. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
Almost.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all of Sumeru. You can travel there by leaving Mary City and heading south along the river. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormuz, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with Natasha, knowledge, keeping the cause. I'm afraid I don't have any other details for you, though. If you're interested, maybe you can head to Port Ormuz and ask around yourself. If you want my advice, try introducing yourself to students of the academia once you're there.
So students of the academia.
Are you serious, Chief? All the academia students are in Mary City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormuz?
If you're also interested, just go there and see what happens.
Help me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayani family. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormuz, you best watch your back. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't nearly as friendly as those here in Mary City. There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "We take Mary, the King Death Threat." We're going to get more and more joining the movement. They're becoming a real headache to Chief and the others.
Wow. You bet they are. King Death Threat's been dead for thousands of years. Now they start spreading rumors of his return. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous indeed, bro.
Everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandon their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler, that's about all the information we have for you.
Yeah, we missed you last time. If we say that we took to the moment in Mary City, let's look at Port Ormuz and see what we can find next.
Miss Trinidad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Safari Festival. So, be sure to get yourself back here in time for that.
That we won't forget.
Good. Then we'll see you both at the Safari Festival.
Alright.
It's been a while since I visited the Citadel of Regvar. I'll catch up with Chief for a bit before I head back myself. He really did a lot for me in the past. Remember, to get to Port Ormuz, just follow the river south from Mary City's port. Just be sure to take care of yourselves out there. We'll meet again at the Safari Festival.
Alright. Port Ormuz. Damn, those niggas in the fucking Port Ormuz aren't as friendly as the ones in Samaro City, so yeah. Man, that's fucking crazy, bro. Let's fucking go.
Ad Astra Ad. Thank you for completing today's commission.
Alright. All fucking rewards. All the way down there, bro. Yeah. That's fucking crazy, it's all the way down there. Anyways, I think I'm gonna put on hold for now. So yeah. And no, I'm not doing the well fit right now. So yeah. I'll take a break from it. So yeah. So yeah. Let's see this one, bro. John Yoon. Shit. Oh my god. Sorry about that, yeah, guys. That sounded fucking horrible, bro. Damn it. I'm not good at pronouncing names, that guys. So yeah. Or at least more so the names of international locations. So yeah. You know, with this shit. So yeah.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you. Oh, thank you. Seriously, but here, what are the music so? Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has brought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever. Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one's human self as the fact box dwelling at not outside. Nevertheless, I would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter. Oh, I feel formal all of a sudden. I must say, it makes me a little nervous. What is it? Well, the inquiry is as such.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit, I didn't even realize that she's using light blue outliners for her eyes and blue lipstick. So, damn. I didn't even realize that detail until now.
Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead? It does not require as much as human think. Do you mean that? Nothing safer than prisoner matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Alright. They survive and talk about the day.
Do not be troubled, my lady. Here, have some tea. Oh, thank you so much. What do you do? Does it match up with what you know you're doing? According to the story, the little heroine has actually fell in love with an octopus and not Genshin. That's my grandpa. I don't have many memories of him. But there was this one time I found a box in my attic full of a bunch of weird secrets.
Seems like stories were on the right track.
I think so too. Maybe might remember something that could return to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I can taste the deep sweetness in this cup.
It's as if I was taking a stroll in the mountains.
Very one with nature and that peace. Is that so? And please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's always nice to slow down and take the time to appreciate pleasant conversation among friends.
Thank you.
Let's up here for a little while then.
Okay, if you have the time, can I ask you something? Sure thing. What would you like to know? I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
Alright. Talk about the secret.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since you started talking in the restaurant. Have you played I guess I need to say? No! Not that.
Why did you say that?
Well, you guys just do stupid stuff. Why? I think I've overheard Miss Jenny and call herself an adjustment. Oh, must have been a sick of her time. Saying, since you're the one who, spoke, maybe you could explain to Susie here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adjustment. Is that of some concern to you?
Man,
I knew it.
you don't sound smart at all.
Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated train. I had this super high fever, and there was my mouth. I was feeling all itchy and gross. But then this snowy white train flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and floated to a cool dusty top. And sent me some sort of magic potion. And I woke up, I was already back in my bed, and my fever was gone.
Wow, so Zhang Yu was the one that cured was what one that cured Shuyu in her Clover form.
One of the princess, and then she's waiting to stay awake, and never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask you, baby, any of you have ever met a practice like that? Blue and white no? The only two you've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white kind of thing?
Never has one met an adeptus except Tuesday. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from merit of the tongue.
Yeah, little does Shuyu know is that Zanyu was in fact that white crane adeptus Clavitator. Like that's what Shuyu doesn't know is that white crane was actually Zanyu the entire time. So yeah.
That's weird. But the years of the window? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter at much age. And I really wanted to help you in a couple of memories. I'm really grateful for all your help. Hey, Dad! Now that we know the three locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go around creating first. Okay, I'll do this then.
Right. Little wonton thing. Yeah. I'm doing a lot. Oh, good shit.
Back to in. Back to in. Do you remember this station? Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by a flock. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look. I'll tell you this.
Alright, let's go.
We're still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lives here, right? Wait, huh?
Oh shit. Yeah, Zhao came in out of nowhere.
Thanks to non-human presence, you decided to come to the book. You're here, and it's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern. It's been a while, Clavitator. If you have returned to your previous form,
You met her in this one for?
I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Knockout War.
Oh, wow! What is that? Oh, wait, last time I did that, was it anything like this? Hey, if you're the one hallucination, the friends and continuous fire recognition. I'm Justin Surrender, or be prepared to face the good life into the death die.
Damn.
Impressive invitation.
I'm a natural throughout.
Even so, Clavitator is not always as ostentatious as you describe. You may be unaware that her talent for the Death Article is just as formidable as its skills at it. The Archon War reached its peak after Guizon's death. The Cloud Retainer who fought beside me in those devastating battles is taciturn and solemn. Only speaking when she has to activate her system.
I was feeling very tough. I'm a sick history. Well,
Well.
I didn't ask you that. If you were so powerful in your uniform, why did you decide to pick up your birth form again?
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a state? One dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world. Mortal form is hardly the most safe of choices. After the war, Father Taylor retired from life outside, only revealing himself to the occasional visitor, and always in her physical form. Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago when she decided to don her senior form. I believe it was for the purpose of... one believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Alright.
Back then, at this place,
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave. If you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with travel tips, I trust you are in good hands.
Damn, you can teleport.
I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Alright.
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great toll on me, and there was no cure for it. I was confined to my room in Wangsu Inn, where I spent many days unconscious. I'd come to every once in a while and stare at the migrating birds outside the window. It was a solemn sight. I remember crying, but I'm not even sure I knew why. One day I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were concocted using the reptile blood and could be used to alleviate my symptoms. And sure enough, I made a full recovery. My illness remained dormant for several decades after that.
So the dementia you're suffering from now is actually...
Wait, but if the illness remained dormant for several decades, are you saying that what you're going to do now is just a relapse of what happened all those years ago? When it was all thanks to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Pretty much explains how I did it. Do you remember anything else? I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only I wasn't so useless. Hey, he's not useless. He says so much to you. Helps you so much. Where is he? What could you say that about yourself?
Oh, don't not feel tired. Granny was just a bit frustrated. That's all. The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual process. Finding pieces of one's past is always superior to not finding anything at all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Oh, let's go to the area north of Northern Park now.
Alright.
This is really a landmark there, so it needs to be started. Oh, hang on, Static. Let's check out the houses in the area first. After all, there's an unknown decline to this somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't really want to see that by today. At this rate, we're going to cover all of Grand Glendide's memories in this time.
Yep. So there's two of the damn publication things I have yet to do around the area. So yeah, I'm gonna do those first. So yeah. The reason why I want to do them first, do that teleportation waypoint first, because fuck it, that's why. Okay, the actual reason is because I haven't done it yet. And I want to make sure I have the teleportation waypoint thing.
The more the merrier. The first round's on me.
Yeah. Now let's go to one of the locations for clues. Here we are at one of the locations, so yeah. What about this place? Any memories?
I don't remember this place at all. I don't think I've ever been here before. Still, I was thinking, this place feels perfect for a game of hide and seek.
Wow.
Why a game of hide and seek? I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I used to play that game a lot with Julie when she was younger. I don't remember playing it that. Can you hear about that game? She always played a few times, and we stopped once we realized there was no good at the whole secret part. Ah, is that so? And I must be mistaken.
Yeah.
Not chicken. Let's take them out.
So then. Wait, let me do another teleportation waypoint thing. How about here? Got it. So, oh. Oh, you want some too? Go. Let's go. So you get to there? Yeah. Two destinations. So yeah. Not really new, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, close by, yeah, guys. Let's do this shit. Let's see if this place. see.
So good. It's where your father was born. It was a nameless fight. I had been injured. The grandpa was supporting me. We bled together with some skiing in a fog behind us in hot pursuit.
Wow.
I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I went up there that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish to forsake my death. Spare my innocent life. Hey. Oh, did you do something wrong? I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Really,
Wow.
the house is filled with the sound of my baby with your father. I remember I clung tight to my chest and wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
Wow.
Dad? You was my pride and joy, and so are you, Julie. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much. But you're always going to be different from me. Why? What could I do? I'm not doing what you want to say, Daddy. You always do the person that I want anything. You're too sweet, Julie. I'm lucky to have you with me. If not for you, I would not have had the courage to come here to try to remember what I had forgotten. All right. Let's not stand around any longer. There's one place left, yes?
Yep.
Let's go take a look.
Let's do this shit.
What you call correctly, the next place is in P2. No doubt. How far is your house? I may be a bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting. Climb on. I shall carry you to the top. Oh, that's lovely to take. All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory, then your health. Eventually, you end up losing everything. My only wish is to depart this world with a lucid mind, to free myself of this torment and the burden it places upon others. Fret not, you have my aid in this endeavor.
Alright. Bit too high. Yep, a bit too high. But yeah, that's good as shit.
If I'm in here, does this place feel familiar to you, Granny, one day? Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before?
Take it easy.
When we were at Wangfu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me. But is the story still haunted?
You can't expect them to get everything right.
Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing I have to go off of. Then I was hoping this place would grab Granny one night memories besides the others. I'm sorry to disappoint you too. It's alright. I'm not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just do it. Thank you. If only I could remember. Huh? That way. What's that mountain? Oh, look, Christmas! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outback? Looks like we came full circle. Mount Outback. Mount Outback.
Yeah.
Hey, are you okay? What Christmas was, Randy? It's okay if you can't remember. You shouldn't do something that makes you sad. Mount Outback. Mount Outback holds some familiarity to you? It does, but are you feeling
Can't go
unwell?
back? Well, I can't go back. Yeah, that's what it says. Sorry for pressing A too early. Like, for real.
My head. It feels a little heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with you? What? Miss Janice? Is there anything I can do? Let us go to Mount Outback. Fret not. All will be well. You are now. You have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the feeling in heart and restoring your lost memories. Currently resides at Mount Outback. I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when you arrive.
Let's go. Current Mount Alcon. Good shit.
Here, this is it. What? But isn't this the mechanism that you were teaching us when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours? Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. I call it the suspensive somnium mechanism. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle objective tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state. Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia, is potential usage on numerous indeed. And of course, they can also aid in the recovery of lost memories.
Wow.
Oh, really good gadget! But if you want it all along, why did you keep it to yourself until just now? You should have come to Mount Outback right off the bat and saved time on a lot of driving.
How preposterous. Happy one does not recall much of her past through her own efforts. It's a voice that had nothing to draw upon.
For real. Like, we had to have her recall her own memories first before we get to shit.
We Adepti can only help those who resolve to help themselves. But she lacks such determination and strength of character. One would have little to offer in way of assistance.
I wouldn't think you could just now. Okay, what's the remedy?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adaptive tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secures such a tune from state of wonder. Only with our melodies can the mechanism reach its peak height.
Oh, I can feel you. Oh my God, it feels right at the better. If you just keep lying down on a warm patch of grass, after a super satisfying meal.
And you are done. Is the mechanism helping you to relax? It appears she has already succumbed to the depths of reverie. Come, join one on this side. We shall give her some time to decide.
Yeah, let's go.
Excitement over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
It's never letting go.
I've never regretted being you. Not even for a second.
Please stop.
Wow.
Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly scattered betwixt the realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This is where you belong. You should have never left. The you of the past, the me from not that long ago, should have never. So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so familiar. Are you okay? Cloud is peanut.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call it by her full name? Did you already knew something? Yes, I now remember everything. Everything.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Don't worry about the child. Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone. You've gone to so much trouble on my behalf. It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten was the truth of what I was like.
Wow.
One can sense the guilt that now takes the comfort. The claiming of truth long buried is sure to come with a new, complex motion. Perhaps once it will count the story on your behalf while you compose yourself. No,
Right.
it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on.
Please, everyone, I cannot thank you enough for all your help. I'm ready to tell you my story, if you're willing to listen.
Alright.
Please, of course you don't. What happened in the past doesn't matter. The world you made is anything. Nothing you can change that. I know, dear child. My feelings for you are exactly the same. It is for this reason that you deserve to know the truth.
Yep.
Some time ago, I made a terrible mistake. One thing I could never atone. Is this the thing that you mentioned in joining the card? What happened? I am in truth not a human being. My real form, one that I held for centuries, was that of a wild crane. I spent many years living on Mount Alpine, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The lord of the mountain, Cloudretainer, became aware of my existence and began to share many stories with me. He even passed on the secret of cultivation to me. Though she never took me on as a former disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out a tool to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I
Alright.
even contemplated completing my training and becoming an apprentice in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by until that fateful day 50 years ago. 50 years ago?
Damn, that's how long during the drought that struck Leeway?
That's right. Master would regale me with many stories of her past deeds. From them, I learned how she had saved people from a similar crisis in the past. Even most, more than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adventuress like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went.
Wow.
but I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fill in with the crowd. Once he learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. He warned me that the potion's effect would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adventurous. Oh no!
Wow.
That's what the reason went for all along.
But you never turned back to a crane.
Indeed, I fell in love. Though he was human, he had spent his entire life during a night in-house. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his as well. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, he could keep as the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted, more than anything, to cleanse it of all pain and suffering. And I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to tick away. Those 10 years passed by in a flash. Yet I did not want to leave his side, so oh no, I wasn't enough.
Bro.
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hope. I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote her a long letter instead and asked someone to leave it outside her abode.
Wow.
I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and tried to hide from the world, such that no one would be able to find me again.
That's why.
That was only the beginning of my trouble. I began to suffer from a strange illness. My memories became hazy and confused, and I could no longer keep myself awake. I understood that my pain was caused by my refusal to return to the life I was fated to lead. Along with my memories as a crane,
Wow.
I soon forgot the true cause of my suffering as well. I knew only that I had committed a sin. All I could do was pray for forgiveness, even if I had long forgotten what needed to be forgiven. Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at One Tree Inn. It was such a fortunate coincidence that we were there at the same time. If it weren't for those soul-revitalizing tea pills, I'd probably have...
Wow.
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? It couldn't be.
Damn.
Don't tell me. Back then, that merchant was actually...
Yeah, actually.
Human customers dictate the control of gifts being ordered and once positive and service to the gods. Consider the pills a symbol of one's auspicious.
Alright.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew who I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness like hypnotism. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you up from among the flocks. One found you
Alright.
actually conscious. But to think no subtle, one always recognizes one's own, no matter what form it is.
Alright.
Perhaps it is now time for one to attempt the rest of the story.
Alright. Okay, for this part we play as Zanyun. We're playing as part.
Seized with anger, one set out to bring the two senses.
Believe it or not, in one of the character wishes thing, he's actually part of the character wish right now. Zanyun. But yeah. I'll show ya later. I'll show ya later.
In truth, and had more than a few misgivings about his chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill was tickled with them better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. Never uttered a complaint, very at his side. Unwilling to begrudge someone, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies. Glaring though they may have been, wishing to grant you a life without regret, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. It was perfect. It managed to suppress the more dire effects of your illness. As for how to deliver the medicine, after much contemplation, one eventually decided to perform the deed oneself. One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for one's true aim. As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition.
Wow.
One was quite timid. Could one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your country?
Alright, so now we have to continue on, bro. So yeah, let's go. It's basically like from memory, some shit. So yeah.
Nevertheless, one would speak to you about another matter, if you are medical, even considering the loss of money. One was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused with a gentle blood. Proclivities would touch monsters as hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. It seems that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with time. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of this had been lost now.
Damn. You like Bayonetta without guns, so. Damn, that's crazy.
Those monsters would hardly have pursued you with such ferocity, but persistent and incentive. They were likely incited by the presence of godly remains. That godly remains, in turn, were likely drawn to the taste of one scent on the body. One was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some regards were likely shorted by contractions of one's very nation. In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's cry pierce through the air. One saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remained foreign to me, I could not possibly meet by your soul. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Wow. All memories to find the truth. We did two of them. Now we're gonna do a third one right now. So yeah.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the event.
Yes, but that means that you told us a friend you were sick yourself for being...
Ah, one had almost neglected to recount the absurdity of that.
Yeah, let's just go through this shit. Oh shit, we're back in the main leeway. Or at least a variant of it. So yeah.
Just a few unguard troubles one with her answer, so if you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one may plan to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's side. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true detective, because all illuminated claims are white from tip to toe. One had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough in one's 54 you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a claim, Yuan-Dai was nearly entirely pure white in color. Though you have never encountered her in that form, you still recognize the essence of her beauty. Perhaps they brought you two together in more ways than one.
Wow.
Now all has been revealed. One owes you an apology, Yuan-Dai. One recognized you upon your very entrance into Wanyu restaurant. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Genshin. Indeed, one wished to bring your story to a satisfactory end with this secret to Lira Harbor. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Had one simply informed you of all you had lost, others' cherished memories would merely have become the pixelized account of another.
Alright.
Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them. Would you not agree? Even if the process is painful and arduous to experience. Have you any further inquiries?
Master, I must ask, if you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outstone by force?
One has never regarded your actions as a mistake. It was a simple choice.
Yeah. That was a choice. So yeah.
And it is time for one's partners to leave the nest. Take the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free.
Yeah.
Yes, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, but know that you always have a place to which to return. It's a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One seeks, of course, to replace not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, but the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes to have you softened on them.
Alright.
Thank you so much.
Yuan-Dai, one expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your condition as of late. But you know, 40 years ago, you chose a path without teaching. No one used one's own blood to provide you with a few countries extra time. Millions delayed the inevitable, and they have extended the path, as one was unable to alter its final destination. Even the power of an adaptive has its limits. As your condition continues to deteriorate,
You would have forgotten your life as a human colony. And then, you would have turned into a creature lacking in the ability to even comprehend its own monsters. Fortunately, you were able to avoid that scenario by reclaiming your memories. No one said the process along by providing some guidance. The result is entirely a reflection of your own essence. But what will happen to me? One will help her retain her original form as a wild crane. If we do this, she may recover her sentience someday. She's gotta go back to being a regular crane, huh?
There's no other way.
Nothing. You've already done more than enough for me. I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness. This is a better result than I could have ever hoped for. How much time do I have left? Not long. Transformation is imminent. Okay. Okay. You only have left. Please. Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave you behind.
Damn.
Don't forget to eat well, okay? A growing young lady like yourself needs lots of good food to grow big and strong. Promise Granny you'll take good care of yourself when I'm gone. Promise me. I'll be able to say, good girl, good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the most formidable prey in all of Mount Einstein. Granny will train day and night. I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day comes, we'll be able to live together again. You and I. How's that sound? Good. That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday. Oh, okay. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back. That's a good girl. And Granny really has no more regrets. I'm so sorry, Master. Thank you for everything.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, that's sad, bro. Seeing Shuyu now be all alone from now on. So yeah.
Let her be. At her age, crying is natural, not fitting response to such an event. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes there is scarcely a better vehicle to wash away the soul's stress and misery. Now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you like. One will reach you in due time.
Alright. Prince.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days of separation would finally end. With all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way.
And
And my turn.
yeah,
Harriet, if you relax, shouldn't you drink 2 seconds?
It was a good dream.
You might find to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, there's a comfort and honesty. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength and courage, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it.
wow,
Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always there for you. After all, as you now say, it is only right to look out for the young one.
wow. Yeah,
A little better. Thanks. I mean, now I'll see Danny again someday. I don't feel so sad anymore. Doctor, could I, ask you something? Would you please take me out of the cycle?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny got what she did back then was wrong. She felt really bad about it. But without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even when Granny lost the memory, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. So, I thought maybe one day I could become a cool adventurous like you and help a whole bunch of people, just like Granny wanted to do.
On some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal, but that you undyed blood flows through your veins is proof enough of that. If this is what you desire, one shall make it so.
Thank you so much, Madam Doctor. No, I mean, now, I see you right here about this. I was gonna let him have a little secret. At least you and Father can make two other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chili and fire grass. If you can, then you'll never enjoy one unless you're unfinished cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule.
yeah. Like John Yu never voices that role to our disciples. It's just,
Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains the pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but I'm not seeing any tasty pizza here now, is she?
Although Mount Outcom is rich in natural beauty,
Its location does preclude access to certain finer and mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. You shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Oh, you're leaving that outside?
Is that why you took this uniform?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence. From the very beginning, one has sat in the forest and peace. Yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Gongyu, Genshin, Yuanzhai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now, and can only assume that it is due to some failing on one's part of an elder or master. A failing perhaps is recognizing what it was they truly wanted. One is most curious as to what aspect of Liyue Harbor could have enticed them to remain there. One could hardly offer an opinion on the matter, but perhaps sometime the harbor will prove infected. Why are you all so silent?
Wow.
That's all. So, just as soon as you have them get together and Liyue Harbor sometime?
One has precious little time to squander. However, if one finds oneself otherwise unoccupied, one would not be opposed to the idea. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it a secret. So,
Right.
when do we expect to start seeing you on the beach?
Perhaps in 2 days' time. One has some matters to see to before one's departure. Preparation is the key to success, after all. One plans to put up various items from one's collection for sale. The aim is to provide for a comfortable living in Liyue Harbor. One has already picked out a handsome property near Shigurab. It's no small purchase, but what is mortal life if not one expense after another?
You've really thought of everything. And how about we together on Liyue Harbor in 2 days?
A sensible plan.
Alright.
Then, oh, also, why don't you take this suspense insomnia mechanism as a souvenir? Anytime you should feel ill at ease in the future, you may try quieting your mind and sitting in meditation as you listen to this melody. It might help you find new perspective.
Alright.
I have left an explanatory note in my abode. It's two old sponsors who discovered, I was sure, that they come seeking my company. Considering their recent pensions are going off on private institutes, however, I find myself paying little for how they shall receive those news.
Alright. That's very cool. But that mission it says wait 2 days time. And I got a lot more to do, but yeah. But I could do that now though. So yeah. What I am gonna do in the next episode is that I know Jean Yu's shit is almost done, but I'm gonna wait next episode to finish her shit. In the meantime, in the next episode, we'll continue on with chapter 3 of the main story. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Love AT&T, sign off.